How did he know it was us?
I remember, I know what you look like. We just got in.
Hi, hi, welcome the foreigner in the Philippines. Naog
That's
din
Bebe
ha?
right there. Whoa, whoa. Sorry.
Yo, you fall off the edge.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon. Hello, how are you?
Yeah.
Have a seat, but don't fall off the edge.
Right. Yeah, we just come from the other end of the island.
Panglao Beach.
Panglao Beach.
Panglao Islands.
We was there from Monday till today. Took the bus here, and now we're going to stay at a hotel here, and then we're going to, I don't know, maybe go across to an island or something for a little while, and then kind of catch up with you guys. We're going to be here for a couple weeks.
There's a hotel just along there, which usually has the restaurant still working, isn't it?
Yeah, it's working, but in there, it's just opposite to Jollibee.
So,
Okay.
did you decide on the hotel?
Yeah, Holy Trinity.
Holy Trinity.
Chelsea.
Yeah, pensional.
Doesn't have Wi-Fi, does it?
They have,
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. Yeah.
Isn't that the one that Kevin stayed at?
yeah, Kevin stay there.
He said there was no Wi-Fi.
I think there is.
They said there was when we called them. We
Oh,
talked
that
to
must
them.
have changed.
Yeah.
That must have finally.
Right, right. It's probably not very good, but they got Wi-Fi.
Tagasa kasi.
They said. So.
Mother ko sa Catanduanes.
Ah,
But if you,
suru-suru yung tibok buhol.
if you come out of there and turn left
Ano, hindi.
and walk
Bicol
up
siya.
past the park,
Okay.
Pero kami pinanganak sa Susi.
Ah.
not the municipal hall, but the
Anong pangalan mo? Anong pangalan mo, te?
Cellphone.
Ha?
Pero baby yung ano.
Baby?
Okay.
Akala ko yung tawag niya sa iyo, like for example, honey, baby. So baby talaga.
Right.
Saan kayo nakatira
Yeah.
Sa Burgos, malayo-layo pa.
Okay.
they're nice people.
Okay.
Saan kayo galing?
Alright.
Galing kami sa
So,
Sa
you're not doing a whole
terminal.
lot right now. You're just, yeah. I
Kasi
just,
may nakita kong
Kumaan nga.
Two
Tapos kita
other
niya.
subscribers.
Siya tapos
Okay.
ikaw. Kita ka niya. Pinaban. Hindi
They were
nakaintindihan
the ones
Tagalog.
following those properties. So
ang mga driver.
they were the couple that bought
72.
that farm, well, a farm. It's a house on a few acres.
okay.
With coconut trees. And
Right, right.
And they bought that.
Pinakita kayo.
He's a Jamaican, but that's the one
Okay.
Nakakala ko dito. Ang mabilis.
Ano?
Sunod na pala.
got in touch with us through the agent
Sorry?
that did that sale.
Right,
Oo.
okay. Okay.
Maganda sa Panglao.
Right.
Oo, nag-sunburn ka.
But you're not doing much with the non-profit stuff right now. You're still waiting.
We can't do anything until
Right. That's what I thought was going on.
May require.
No, they don't. I mean, I work for the conservation, the government sometimes, but it's private people and business. I did the same thing. It's private people and businesses that I work for. You know, and I had a big company. I've been self-employed all my life. I did landscaping and contracting for 25 years. Worked 7 days a week. Had a big company, lots of guys. I've helped a lot of people get off drugs and alcohol, and helped a lot of people. And I just got kind of tired. I run 7 days a week, get up early in the morning, go to bed late.
We wouldn't know about it.
Right, exactly. I know you wouldn't. Yeah, I know you guys do the same thing here. And I got tired, and then I went through a divorce. So I sold the business, and I just kept some good accounts. And then I didn't know what to do, and I had a kid working for me on the side. I was just doing small places and a couple big accounts. And then I started striping highways with his dad. It was a union company. It was a big striping company in St. Louis. And I got hit by an 18-wheeler, and it almost killed me.
Wow.
And I was going to rehab, and I was asking God, because I knew when I went to work there, I told Jack, my foreman, the boss, the big boss, Jack, is who hired me. I said, I'm not here full time. I'm going to be here for a little while because you all need help. And I said, this is not what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Right off the bat, I told him that because
This was the
striping company. You know, I'd let them know that, hey, you know, I'll be a boss, whatever you want me to be, because I knew more with them guys that worked 20 years. I could read blueprints better and, you know, all of that. And I knew that, and Jack knew that too, and he seen the way I could run equipment. So I let him know right away. Anyway, I was about ready to quit anyway, and I was going to drive a school bus. I thought about that. I went and got my license, went to test, and I was like, no, I'm not going to work 10, 12 hours a day and get paid for 8, because it's, you know, it wasn't for me. And then they called me back to work. It was in the fall, so I got hit by the 18-wheeler. I couldn't walk for a while. I was all messed up. I was going to rehab, and I started to, my buddy was going to start trapping, and I said, you know what? I got a few old traps. I ain't trapped since I was a kid, so I asked the farmer if I could trap on his creek. And the days I went to rehab, I trapped all week, but I checked my traps before that. Anyway, God spoke to me, and he's talked to me. He's did a lot of things. He showed me how I really was, and I mean, I'm not saying it's me, it's all him, but he's used my hands to heal cancer and raise the dead before my eyes. And I've seen a lot of other miracles that God has did, and I hear from God. When I was working 7 days a week in that, I was depressed. I was wore down to nothing, you know, and me and God had a lot of talk for a couple years. I worked by myself, and I wasn't around anyone because I couldn't think right, for one thing, and I was in no position to help anyone because I was so wore down to nothing. And so I stayed away from everybody for a couple of years and just worked by myself without even help or nothing after I got rid of all my guys. I didn't say that at first, you know. And and I asked God some hard questions about my life and a lot of whys. And I thought I was a failure, and then God showed me all the good, the thousands of people that I helped to make a difference in their life. He showed me the difference I made in their life. And I mean, I didn't take none of the credit for it because he used me to do that, but I thought I was doing it at the time, you know. So anyway, he spoke to me. I say I was walking on water. When he talked to me, I was, but it was ice, okay? It was snowing out and the sun was out, and God told me, he said, you need to start a wildlife company. And I'm like, what is a wildlife company? I didn't even know there was demand to catch animals out of people's homes at all. And I had a couple raccoons, and that day I went to the rehab, and that evening my buddy Mark, he's a carpenter, so they checked their traps in the evening. So I went over to his garage and I told Mark and Joe, his buddy Joe, and I said, God told me to start a wildlife company. I'm going to call it Trapper Joe's. And they said, well, what is a wildlife company? I said, I don't know, but I'm about ready to find out. So anyway, I checked into some things, and I found a National Wildlife Control Organization. I'm shortening the story. But anyway, I'm trying to. I found an organization, and I paid for permit and all that, and I called it conservation, and you're supposed to go to school before they give you a permit. But I told this man what was going on, and a little bit about the story I told you about God. That same day, he had the boss of the conservation call me, and he asked me a few questions, and he said, if you answer them, I'm going to give you a permit. I'm not on a promise that you're going to go to school to get your license. So he did. That's how I got started. And then of course, I was not lying to the man. That's what I found the National Wildlife Control Association, got part into the organization, and every once a year they go to a different state in the United States for a week-long meeting. Well, the first year I went, I was smoking a cigarette, and this guy walked up to me. He looked, you know, a big old, like a country boy from Tennessee. He was a millionaire in the wildlife control. He was a multi-millionaire, actually. He had trucks all over the United States. I didn't know that. He didn't say. We got to talking, and I had a bag, a leather bag, and he said, what do you got a purse for? I said, this ain't a purse. And then he was giving me problems, you know, just joking. And he said, well, that's an adventure bag. Anyway, and we got to talking. I still didn't know who he was. He introduced me to the president, vice president of the company, and now we're all best buddies. That's how God works. And they took me under their wing and showed me everything. And I mean, I already know how to run a business very good. I mean, I know I have a lot of common sense. I've talked to hundreds of thousands of people in my life. I can read people like a book just like that. And I'm 99.9% right all the time because I know people. And I like I said, I was successful. I mean, I could tell you a long, sad story, but it's not sad to me. My dad died when I was 9. I mean, we had to get it in the trash cans to eat because, you know, my mom and dad just bought a house. I had a brother 16 months younger than me, and I grew up quick, you know, and hard. You know, I quit school to help my mom. She got a job. She was, my dad was in a hospital for about 2.5 years. She stayed up at the hospital. He was dying of cancer most of the time, and come home, tried to take care of us and him and everything. And she was trying to go to school too after he died and work. And anyway, that's why I pretty well started my business and that, and learned a lot of things because of all that. And really it worked in my favor because it made me who I am today, you know. And anyway, I had a big business doing wildlife, and my foreman left 2 years ago, and I'm tired. I've been working hard all my life. I have no bills, house paid off. I got 4 or 5 trucks.
Are you planning on coming to live in
No,
Philippines?
no. I have a great life in America. And I got things, if God tells me to, yes I will. But right now I say no. Because I got a lot of people to take care of in America. My mom, when she dies, who knows what can happen, you know? I mean, if God tells me right now, I'd sell everything somewhere.